What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Final Whistle. I'm Danny Erb, joined alongside my guy, as always, Nathan Osler. Nate, slow sports week. We took Tuesday off. There's not much was going on. Just decided we were going to do once a week. But, I mean, nothing. We've got not much to cover. There's nothing in the NFL. I mean, I know you wanted to bring up this Abdul Carter thing. So what's going on with Abdul Carter?
Yeah, so like you just said, very slow week. The big news is the NFL Combine is officially starting today and then this weekend.
Okay.
So all the draft picks are going to be going through their drills. You're going to see some guys surge up, like we saw Xavier Worthy last year, for example, come out of nowhere, break the 40-yard dash time record. He goes to the Chiefs. I think it was round 1. But when I'm looking at what happens today, I wake up, I go to work, I get a notification on my phone at work saying Abdul Carter has an injury issue. And I joked about this last week, how Abdul Carter is going to magically fall to number 32 to the Philadelphia Eagles. Don't think that's going to happen, but there's an issue with him. So Adam Schefter tweeted this at about 16 hours ago. Tests today revealed that potential number 1 overall pick Abdul Carter has a stress reaction in his right foot, and the Penn State standout will need to decide soon whether to have surgery, sources have told ESPN. And the quote is, there are mixed opinions on whether he needs surgery, and we will need to figure out that in the near future. That's what Carter's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, said Wednesday night in Indianapolis, the site of the NFL's annual scouting combine. Then it came out from his agent again. Doctors told Penn State DE and projected number 1 over pick Abdul Carter that after further scans on his right foot, surgery is not advisable. Carter will work out at his March 28th pro day at Penn State, however. Basically, his agent said in quotes, I couldn't be more confident that this will be a non-factor of where he is drafted. He will put on a show in his pro day. So if it's a not advisable, if you need surgery or not, does that basically mean it's up to him, or like, it's like, does he can choose if he wants it or not? Like, what was the injury? A stress reaction in his right foot. I feel like if you're a defensive end, planting on your feet, getting a good burst of speed in a reaction like that, and it's going to be a lot of stress. And if you're a top defensive end like Abdul Carter was, like he was a beast at Penn State, and he's going to be a beast wherever he goes. If you're him, I kind of think you want to get that checked out. I think if a team wants to draft him, they're going to want him to get that checked out, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know how this didn't come out sooner rather than, okay, now it's time for the combine and this dude has a injury, which he might need to get surgery for, which could make him out, excuse me, for the beginning of the year. And I don't think he should get surgery. I really don't. I think that would tank his draft stock a lot. I think his draft stock might tank a little bit with this, but I still think that if you're a team, you got to see raw talent, and you can't be one of these teams that like pass on a guy like everyone does, and then the Eagles just take him. But you're right. It's every time the Eagles are like, all right, we'll take him, and then they become a stud. So
I'm trying to see. I'm looking up the draft order really quick because I'm very curious at this. I don't think this is going to hurt his stock, like his agent saying they don't think it will. But I'm wondering if there's like a team in the top 5 that was going to draft him might just be like, we don't want to worry about that and maybe lose him for a couple games. Yeah. If he's still going to be doing his pro day, like, will the Titans still pick him? Because I think the Titans are a good spot. I think he's overall, I think Abdul Carter might be one of the better players, like best players in this entire draft. You could easily say that. Best defensive guy out there available. And the thing with this is just kind of confusing of like, is this actually going to mean something with the Patriots up there, the Jaguars, the Giants, the Browns, and all that other stuff? And like Nevin said, like, dude's a freak. Like, Abdul Carter is a beast. But I'm very curious of what's going to happen here with this supposed stress reaction in his right foot. And as a defensive end, like I just said earlier, like, I feel like you have to have a lot of good, like, pressure on your foot to make a good jump on a quarterback. Yeah. To get a good pressure on the quarterback. You're going to want to beat these big O linemen. So I'm very curious to see if whoever picks them, no matter where it is, are going to say, go straight to the team doctor, straight to the team physical therapist or whatever, say, we're getting this checked out and we're getting this done as soon as possible to see what's going on.
Yeah. You got to figure it out, and you got to let the teams know soon rather than later. I don't agree with the fact that he's waited this long, and I think that definitely makes it more sketchy, in my opinion. But if I'm a top team, I'm still taking him.
Abdul Carter 8 hours ago tweeted I think it's like the Predator or alien in like a chamber, and he tweeted that, and everyone's like, "Oh, dude's a monster." But yeah, and then there's all these Howie Roseman memes of the Eagles, him smoking a cigar, and you're like, he's gonna draft him at pick 32. I'm looking at a meme right now of I think it was Diesel in WWE, him getting out of the wheelchair. And I was like, Abdul Carter magically being healthy enough to pick 32 to go to the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, honestly, like, if this is a thing, like, this is just perfect. Like, people were joking, like, something crazy is going to come out making it seem Abdul Carter can't be drafted as high. Because what happened with Jalen Carter? They had this, like, I think it was the speeding incident. And what happened? The Eagles ended up getting him. I think it was 9th overall, and they should have went number 1. It was the best player in that draft. He goes to the Eagles. He has a Super Bowl ring. It happens almost every year with the Eagles. They just get so lucky. And I talked about this after they won the Super Bowl. I think we talked about this last week. It's been one of the best drafted teams. They don't really build through free agency. They build through the guys they draft. That's how Howie Roseman has done it, and nothing but props to that GM in Philly. But this is going to be interesting. I'm kind of curious, like, do you think he's like, where do you think this guy's getting drafted? Number 1, or is it like?
I think he's going to go to the Titans.
You think he's going number 1?
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking that too, because I feel like Travis Hunter's stock for some reason has kind of dipped. Especially since Abdul Carter has, like Nevin said, I'll pull this back up. Like, he's just a freak of nature. This is probably one of the best defensive ends lately coming out of a draft.
Mm-hmm. Since like Micah.
Yeah.
From Penn State as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a really bad situation for Abdul, but I think if you're the Titans, just take him. Just do it. Bite the bullet. He's going to be all right.
Yeah. Other than that, Abdul Carter stuff, I mean, like, Travis Hunter had his, like, press conferences, said what you would think.
Did you see Shadur Sanders walking around with a bunch of hats on his backpack?
Who?
Shadur Sanders was walking around with a bunch of hats, I think, on
like
his backpack.
NFL teams?
Yeah, let me see if I can
Oh, my gosh. Bro, Shadur Sanders is totally going to be a New York Jet.
Bro, I can't stand Shadur Sanders.
I have realized Shadur Sanders is going to be a New York Jet. It just fits. It's the most Jets type of move ever.
See if I can pull this up. Yeah, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Let's pull this up. Share screen.
Let's see if there's any other news. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The Saints, the Vikings, like, where are they picking? The Vikings are down low.
I mean, he's just like, what are you doing? There's a Jets, and there's a Jets one. You can see the little green hat, like right around here. It's a green hat right there. It's a Jets hat.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing this on my Twitter.
So he's got Browns, Vikings, Saints, Jets.
Jeez. When I looked up Combine, there's a clip Rich Eisen quoted, that was a 40-yard grunt. Some defensive lineman doing a 40-yard dash. You got a 5.14 as a D lineman. Not bad.
Live here.
Other than that, like, if people are interested in the Combine, stuff happening, I guess. Let's see here. What's going on? So today was basically all the exams and stuff for the medicals. Today was the DBs and tight ends, looks like. Running backs also, and all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. So it looks like all the drills are going to be on NFL Network throughout the week. I feel bad. This meme, Elijah Huzzy, during his interview, he was sadly scheduled at the same time as Travis Hunter, and he has one guy asking him a question. It's like the meme of Zion and Goga Batadze. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you remember that one. Like, only no one's sitting at Batadze's table.
Oh yeah,
that is literally what this is. Like, this is sad. But other than that, like, there was another situation that happened at the Combine I was talking to you about. I don't know if we want to get to that really briefly before we move on.
Talk to me.
So I see this last night, or I think it was this morning. And the thing with reporters in sports, I find them like very cringy when you have to say, "Oh, I was first to report this." Mm-hmm. Oh no, I was first. Well, we had a beat writer. People said the beat writer beat down at a Starbucks in Indianapolis at the JW Marriott. So the story behind this is, let's see here. Jordan Schultz of Fox got into a fight with NFL Network's Ian Rappaport. So I was wondering where all this started. So this all started from Jordan Schultz, and this was his tweet. He said this was on February 26th, so yesterday.
Okay.
He said, sources, #Raiders minority owner Tom Brady recently hosted Matthew Stafford at his home in Montana, where they spent time together and went skiing. Brady has been actively trying to convince Stafford to join the Raiders, and discussions are ongoing. Wow. So you think this could be some tampering issues, because Matthew Stafford is on the trade block. They put several teams, but I don't want to go to Twitter. I'm just on this website. Then shortly after, so they said, it appears Rappaport saw this and went about vetting the information, which is, what a reporter does. Roughly an hour after Schultz's tweet, Rappaport seemed to contradict this. He tweets, Raiders minority owner Tom Brady and Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford ran into each other at a ski resort in Montana, sources say. The meeting, unplanned, was not extensive or in-depth and did not include Brady hosting, in quotation marks, by the way, or recruiting, in quotation marks, Stafford, despite reports saying otherwise. So then Jordan Schultz quotes his own tweet, not Rappaport's his, saying, if you really think Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford just happened to run into each other at a ski resort in Montana, of all places, at the exact same time, I've got a bridge to sell you. They were together over the weekend. It happens. Multiple teams interested. Then, so basically, you think about it like this. I kind of am at the understanding where Rappaport works for the NFL Network. I'm kind of wondering if the NFL told him to put something out there saying, quiet them down about Tom Brady and this tampering thing. Quiet that down. Because, Tom Brady's been in so many scandals before. There's been tampering with him to the Dolphins. I don't know if you remember that when he was the first free agent. And then the Deflategate stuff. So you want to quiet that down. And, you don't know this could get him in trouble. So they were at it. So let's see here. So how this went down, a report from Pro Football Talk indicates that things went off the rails very, very quickly. Rappaport was speaking to an agent in the Starbucks when he was confronted by Schultz. And their encounter went a little something like this. Quote, Schultz, we need to talk. Rappaport, no, we don't. And everyone just starts looking around like, oh, what's going on here? Schultz then starts accusing Rappaport of something, then gets in his face. You're in the, think of two middle-aged, 40, 50-year-old men who do nothing but sit on their phone all day talking, writing football scoops, yelling at each other in the face. Schultz goes, in quotes, if you have anything to say to me, say it to my effing face. If this continues, we're going to have an effing problem. Wow. Rappaport then asks Schultz to step back. Schultz, in quotes, says, if this happens again, we're going to have an effing problem. Now I'll step back. And supposedly, security was called and all that fun stuff. And funny, Adam Schefter tweeted today, Indianapolis, head on a swivel at the Starbucks with the logo of the exact Starbucks because he works for ESPN. Yeah. This website said, when it comes to who's in the wrong, I don't know. But what I do know, if you're getting dunked on by Adam Schefter, you're both probably being dumb. So, yeah, that's what happened at the Combine this morning. There was a beat writer or insider fight. Think of Shams versus Woj, if you saw that in a while. That's exactly what this is. They're just Shams yelling at each other. And this is all because of Matthew Stafford and Tom Brady being at a ski resort. Listen, I kind of agree with Jordan Schultz here. There's no way Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford are just simultaneously without planned at a random ski resort in Montana. I don't know where, I get why Rappaport's saying that to maybe silence it, but it's there's no way. No, that in all places, Montana.
Yeah. Listen, there's validity to it, but I honestly, I don't know. You got to look at it from both perspectives, and it doesn't look good for Tom Brady tampering, but I think it's just funny they beefed in a Starbucks. I'm envisioning it as the Starbucks in the Rivers Casino. That's where I'm picturing that is where Jordan Schultz and is beaten down, and it's just there's chairs, but there wasn't. Just stupid. This is just so
childish.
stupid.
You're
Yeah.
professional
I don't know what
writers
we're
and
doing.
reporters, and you're yelling about Matthew Stafford. Or you're like, you gonna get in my effing face? You're gonna steal my effing reports? Yeah, you suck and all that. They had to like supposedly Rappaport was the one that called security because he's the big NFL guy. He works for the
Yeah.
NFL, so security had to come down to Starbucks at a hotel. Imagine you're just a bystander touring Indianapolis. You're an NFL fan going to watch, maybe see your team's GM. Maybe like I'm going to the combine randomly to try to see Mike Tomlin or some draft prospects.
Yeah.
You're trying to go see maybe Jalen Milroe throw a football. You go to Starbucks in the morning and you're just trying to order a coffee. And you see these 50-year-old men arguing in their face about, you stole my tweet. You stole my Twitter. You stole everything from me. This is all your fault. You're putting words in my mouth. Wonder what those workers thought. They were probably like, oh, great, Combine's back. That type of thing.
I got the combine pulled up on my second monitor right now.
Really?
Yeah.
What's happening now?
I'll screen share for a second so we don't get copyrighted.
Oh, gosh.
Hopefully we don't get cooked immediately, but they're just D linemen are going crazy. Okay, hold on, let me get out of this. I don't want to die.
we get cooked.
We
other
probably
than that,
might in that second, but
that's the NFL
yeah,
combine.
there's been so much NFL. There's been just garbage NFL news.
We can cover it more on Tuesday, when whatever.
If there's anything,
I think it should be done by Tuesday, right?
Combine, maybe.
I know there's a bunch of trade rumors, but I don't even want to talk about them. There's been Matthew Stafford rumors. Of course, Brandon Ayuk supposedly getting traded again. We're not done even to touch that. Yeah, supposedly Najee Harris, blah, 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 is a contract offer. People are saying, I don't believe that because, it's Steelers Twitter and people just say stuff. Filippone, Pitt Bayless, of course, I got to see him last night. I saw him in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
Then I left. But yeah, you wanted to cover some NBA unless we have any more NFL to talk.
Yeah, I mean we could talk NBA. Let me pull up here. I want to talk about this. A team that I just don't think is getting enough love. The Cleveland Cavaliers, Nate. This is a monster of a team. This is, in my opinion, could easily be called the best team in the entire NBA. The Cavs have been the best this year. You look at the standings, they're top of the East. Mm-hmm. People still think the Celtics are the best team in the East. I think it's tough to say that the Cavs aren't. Cavs have 7 less losses than the Celtics. The Cavs only have 10 losses. They have the best record in the NBA, and no one's talking about it. Them and the Thunder are neck and neck. But when you go down this stretch of the NBA, the Cavs are, I think, the best team in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
And the Thunder are right there with them. They do have the better record. The Cavs have the better record, but Cleveland doesn't just win games. They kill people. This is an unbelievable team, and no one's talking about this team to come out of the East. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I think it's just because people are expecting the Celtics to be the team. They look at, the Cavaliers aren't like a team that I don't think people see as flashy. Like the fan favorite teams that people are expecting seem to be the Celtics and Knicks, what I've seen. Those are the two teams that seem to be the favorites, but I completely agree with you. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers are 48-10. Yeah. I don't think anyone saw the Cavaliers being 48-10. This was supposed to be the Boston Celtics, correct?
Yeah.
It
still is. The Celtics have they have the third best record in the NBA,
and they're 6.5 behind the Cavs.
Yeah,
that just shows how good the Cavs are.
There's a lot of strong contenders, but I think in the East it's 2 teams. It's the Cavs and the Celtics, and then there's a huge drop to the Knicks. Just gameplay wise, the Knicks can't beat teams over 500. And then and you look at the West, there's only, I think, 3 teams as well that I think have a genuine shot at championship, and it's the Thunder, Nuggets, and Lakers.
So currently, I'm not even going to look at the teams in the play-in right now. So the top 6, Cavs, 48-10 in the East. 6.5 behind them is the Celtics, so there is a little gap, 42-17. That is a team that can probably beat the Cavs if they really tried. The New York Knicks, 38-20, 10 games back. Then there's a gap, 14.5 back. Pacers, 15.5. The Bucks, and how about the Detroit Pistons? They're 15 and a half back. They're in 6th place. This is a team I thought was going to be, people were like, oh, this team is going to suck. They're 33 and 26.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really been paying enough attention to Pistons basketball, but is their head coach up for coach of the year or something?
No,
No.
I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure it will be Cavs. Cavs will
Okay.
be coach of the year.
And then in the West,
Should at least.
looking at the standings right now, the Thunder, of course, number 1, 47-11. They're a half game back, it looks like. Actually, no, 1 game back from the Cavs for best record.
Mhm.
Then it's a tie for 9 games back. The Grizzlies they're having a good year this year. The Nuggets, they're both 38 and 20. Rockets 37 and 22. That they're coming out of nowhere. The
They've
Lakers
had a really good year.
Yeah,
What's
Lakers
that doing to them?
35-21, Clippers 32-26. Those are your top 6.
I think the Lakers have a genuine chance to become the number 2 seed here later on with this Luka trade. You look at the Lakers, and their defense has taken a complete 180. Right, they used to be a defensive team, and now they've really blossomed into a great defensive team. You got to look at everyone who stepped up. A guy like Rui Hachimura has stepped up pretty big. Jackson Hayes has had to take on a bigger role, and LeBron is 40 years old, Nate, and he's the best player in the NBA. He's not the best player in the NBA. He's the best player of all time. He's dropping 40 points twice a week. There's the GOAT debate's over. It's been over. It's unbelievably over.
Yeah,
done. I need you to acknowledge that the GOAT debate's over.
I will not acknowledge LeBron as my NBA tribal chief. I will never do that. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
You know what? I could. Oh man.
No, but other than that, like, I'll respect LeBron. I just don't think he's the GOAT. But like, he's good. He's amazing at basketball.
He's the best ever. No one's better. Not one person is ever better at basketball than LeBron, Ramon James.
We can't do that. But this Lakers team, I think they're going to be solid in the playoffs.
They should be.
They brought in Luka.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, bring in Luka.
You see the picture of Luka smoking the whatever
Luka
it was
Doncic.
And drinking, and people were worried.
They call him Luka Doncic.
Yeah, did you see?
He's smoking hookah.
NBA Centel was banned last night, and then they're back.
Yeah, how about that? They're back. Centel's back.
Yeah, they're back. His Twitter's back.
Let's go.
I was really sad when I saw NBA Centel got banned.
I love Centel.
Bro, like Orlando Magic were tweeting like free Centel. Stephen A. Smith was saying free Centel, and then he like quoted it, saying like I'm back or whatever.
That's
on
so
Stephen
tough.
A's post. I like this guy, an amazing comeback. He had like I think Bleacher Report or something like free Centel. But yeah, the best troll account is back.
Good.
Other than that, like I don't know if there's other teams. I know in the West, I'm just looking at it. Even in the play-in right now, the only team that has a losing streak right now, or hasn't won, is the Mavericks. They have a 2-game losing streak. Everyone else has at least won 1 or higher. The Suns have. Can you explain what's going on with the Suns? For a brief moment, are they just the Suns or like KD, Booker? Like, what's going on there?
Just been a lackluster of rotation. You saw it with Brooklyn, Nate. It was a team that just didn't play their big 3 together almost ever. It's rare that you see Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant on the court at the same time. And now there is rumors, shocker, that Kevin Durant once traded in the offseason.
Oh, what a shocker!
It's every year with this guy. He goes to a new team. They have the highest expectations. They're the favorites to win the finals. And then they don't. They're lackluster. And then he once traded. What do you want, Kevin Durant? You can't just play on Team USA and win championships. Kevin Durant is one of the best, if not greatest scorer of all time, people would say. Yep. And I think his career is a total fraud, honestly. The dude has 2 rings.
Because
did he earn any of them?
He was the whole like I'm the snake type of move.
Yeah.
Went to the Warriors after they beat him.
They went back to back, and then they went for 3 in a row.
You really have a Raptors championship ring on?
Yeah.
Is that okay? There's no way you were wearing that all day. You just knew you were going to say this today, right?
No, it sits on my desk.
Oh, I was like, I could completely see you walking around college wearing that ring.
I have. I've done it. But it's like not sized to me. It's big, so it like falls off.
Where did you get that? Like Amazon?
The jeweler store.
The jewelry store.
Whenever they won the championship, they gave out a link. They're like, if you want to buy it, buy it. I bought it.
I didn't know if you had to get it from like NBA shop or whatever.
I also got.
That's kind of. Oh, let's see this. Yeah, the banner.
My championship banner. I won them that championship. Like,
You won them that
yeah,
championship.
I went every day in high school. I wore Raptors jersey when they were in the
Hey.
playoffs.
I like that.
And then I've been through hell though with that team, but we'll be back. And we're gonna get Cooper Flag. But I'm excited Brandon Ingram's back. I think that honestly, I'm gonna talk about the Raptors for a little bit because
Go ahead.
But just got Brandon Ingram, and people aren't talking about it. Brandon Ingram is a great talent. And Toronto's a place where they'll worship you. They will worship you as an athlete. You saw it with Kawhi Leonard. What happened with Kawhi Leonard? He was about to leave, and they offered him free food for the rest of his life throughout the whole city. That's unbelievable. Rest of his life, he gets free food in Toronto. He declined, obviously. Would have been a horrible deal for the Raptors if he did accept that. The Clippers have had a horrible deal with Kawhi. He's barely played any games. And I don't know who we're calling mid. If we're calling Kawhi mid, that's fine. But I don't think you can call the Raptors mid. They're one of the worst teams in the NBA. But that's ridiculous. That would be a compliment to call them mid. They've been terrible.
Yeah, you know what? That's a very good point.
Yeah, but they have 18 wins. They're honestly winning games they shouldn't. They won 5 in a row, and I was like, whole Raptors org. Well, that's just stupid. The stupid thing to say.
And all day your teams.
JJ, aren't you a? I'm pretty sure you're a Mets fan. No.
Oh.
No?
Hey, listen, for JJ in the chat, speaking of the Mets before you get on the spiel about the Raptors, I was at the game where Jacob Stallings hit the walk-off grand slam against Edwin Diaz in the New York Mets. I was there, and I was cheering so much because I hate the Mets.
JJ, how many championships have you seen besides the Rams? I think it's
we can't say much. We cannot say much as Pittsburgh fans in our lifetime.
I've seen 2 Super Bowls.
In our lifetime that you remember.
Been alive for 2 Super Bowls. JJ, what happened in the national championship?
Oh no.
I don't know. I didn't watch that game, actually.
Well, Notre Dame lost.
Oh.
To the Buckeyes.
Weird. That's
okay,
weird.
back to the Raptors.
Okay. Yeah. Brandon Ingram, I think when he comes back, it's gonna completely change this team. It's gonna make this team a way better scoring team. Brandon Ingram is the truth, and I'm excited.
Yeah,
next year we're gonna get Cooper Flag, and we're gonna win a championship.
I don't think you guys are getting Cooper Flag.
Yeah,
I'd be shocked. He's gonna be a Washington Wizard.
I do agree. I don't think that the NBA will let him come to the Raptors. No one cares.
You know what? Okay, here, let me ask you this question. I'm looking at all the non-playoff teams. I'm trying to imagine Cooper Flag wearing this jersey. Let's play a quick game of does it fit him? Like, would this be a cool outlook? I don't want you being. I think the Raptors would work, so I'm not even going to ask you the Raptors. Start with the East. Brooklyn Nets. Yes or no?
All right, let's look it up.
You have getting the jersey edits.
Yeah, I mean, he's the background on my phone. Cooper Flag.
Oh, you're already you're setting yourself up for heartbreak, man.
Look at this. Hold on.
Oh gosh. He already has the background.
Look at my chats. Cooper Flag is a Raptors jersey.
What happens if it doesn't happen? Are you going to keep that?
I'll be sick.
Is this going to be the one draft lottery you're actually watching?
Yes, I'll be sweating the draft lottery.
You know what? We should live react to it.
Sure.
Might as well whenever that happens.
That would be gas.
We got to remember.
Jersey swaps. Let's see if we can get a good one. No, there's nothing. Why can't I find any jersey swaps?
I just want you to imagine him on the Brooklyn Nets.
Let's see if we can look at them. Yes.
Yes. Okay. 76ers.
No.
Raptors, we already know you have it. I don't know why I could see this one. The Charlotte Hornets. I don't know.
I don't. I can't see that, honestly. I just can't.
Pair him up with LaMelo.
That'd be tough. That's a young team that has pieces, but it's a terrible organization.
A young team that has pieces, they'll still win 20 games with him.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Wizards. Heck no. I can't see that. Like it doesn't in my head. I can't imagine Cooper Flag wearing a Wizards jersey. I don't think they'll let the Wizards win it.
I can, unfortunately.
Let's see here in the West, Phoenix Suns. What do you fit with them?
No shot to get the number one.
Trailblazers.
I don't think so.
San Antonio Spurs. Could you imagine?
I could see it, Nate. I could see it. The NBA loves the Spurs. It's a big market.
People would be pissed.
Yeah, back to back. They would have 2 number 1 overall picks within the last 3 years.
And they're the good drafts too. Wemby and Cooper Flag.
Oh, I'd be sick. That would just be a monster team.
Of course, the Hawks and Wizards got the bad draft this year with their picks.
Yeah, this was honestly the worst stack. Zachary Rachier, however you say his name, is horrible, Nate.
Who's the other French guy? I think they're both French, right?
Alex Sarr. Yeah, Alex.
Yeah, Sarr went to the Wizards.
Like, he's the worst.
The only reason this draft was like actually people were watching it was for Bronny. That's the only reason it was televised for two rounds. It's never been televised 2 nights until this past round. Moving on. Pelicans.
I can see Cooper Flag as a Pelican. Sure.
Why could 100%. I kind of see that too?
I think that's a pretty good fit, and they would need that to keep Zion.
And then your last one that is not in the playoffs or any play-in, the Utah Jazz. Right now, the second worst team in the league.
Absolutely, I can see that. They literally just they like guys like Cooper Flag.
Yeah, I know. No, okay. If you're not saying the Raptors. All bias aside, who are your 3 best fits for Cooper Flag right now today?
I can't say the Raptors because he is.
Don't say the Raptors.
Okay.
If the Raptors aren't even in the draft lottery conversation,
who
are the teams?
I think the Pelicans would be a great fit.
Okay. Is that number 1 or number 3?
Number 1. I think
number 1. Okay.
Great fit for the Pelicans. Let me look here. I think that the Wizards would be good, really good. They need something. They need foundation. They have nothing. They have Jordan Poole. That's it. And honestly, I think that Utah.
So you got
Wizards, Pelicans, Utah, the worst 3 teams in the NBA currently right now.
Well, the Pelicans are just ahead of half a game ahead of the Hornets.
Yeah, sure.
So basically, still 3 worst teams. So there you have it. Danny Erb's 3 picks besides the Raptors. But if the Raptors are,
it will be Toronto. It will be Toronto.
It will be Toronto.
Let's do draft lotteries. Can I do draft?
Last time I did this, I'm going to pull mine up too. I'm going to do the NBA draft lottery odds or whatever it is.
Hold on, how do I do it? I want to be the one.
Tankathon.
What's it called? Tankathon?
No, that's not the right one.
Just let me know.
Lottery simulator. Okay, I'm going to share this.
Wait, I'm a Raptors fan.
Here.
What's it called?
I found it. Can you fix your screen?
Okay, hold on. Yes, I can.
I have the lottery thing.
There we go. I'm nervous.
Okay. Here's who's getting Cooper Flag. Do we want to do it 3 times? See the 3 choices. Number 1. Chicago. Oh.
Okay, we're top 3.
They had the Bulls jump up 7 spots.
Crazy.
Okay. Number 2.
Wow, look, Philly would get OKC's pick.
Okay. Number 4, you guys got screwed. Then the Bulls are back where they belong.
No, we need top 3, yeah. Top 3 picks are really good. The 4th is
Number 3.
Come on. Oh no.
Sacramento up 11 spots.
Wow. Look at Philly. They'd have a horrible season. Their pick would have to go to the best team in the NBA, the OKC Thunder. How about that?
Oh yeah, I didn't realize they got.
Yeah, OKC has so many picks, and the Sixers have a protected pick, but if it's top 6 protected, I guess.
Nope.
Keep going until we get it. We got to.
Oh, there it is.
That's what happens.
I think it took 6 times.
You know what? The 6th. The Toronto, they call it the 6th. That's what it's called. Wow, Raptors with Cooper Flag. It's official. You're seeing it here first. Cooper Flag to the Raptors. Hold on, I gotta get a picture of this. This is awesome.
Nevin says Coop is a Laker.
Wow.
Just so you know. It took 6 times. Look at the Mavericks up 10. Wait, hold up. The Mavericks are 31-28. They have them jumping up 10 spots in the lottery to get the 4th overall. Did you get your picture?
Yeah. Oh, I'm buzzing. Fully buzzing. But we can't drop the seven. Impossible. Impossible.
Sacramento.
Sacramento?
They like
How?
Sacramento. Number 1 overall, 1% chance.
They
We
have
just saw
1%.
history. We saw history. Raptors have a 10.5. Okay. Oh no.
No.
We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of there.
Get out of that. No, absolutely.
Get out of
That's
there. Get out of there.
disgusting. That's disgusting.
Hey, it took 6 chances.
I would never watch the NBA again. Yeah, so we have a 1 in 6 chance. It looks like.
One in
I like
6
those
chance
odds.
of getting
I like
Cooper
those
Flag.
odds. I like those odds. That's where we have Cooper Flag technically. We win a
In your head,
championship.
yeah,
We win a
listen, you already
championship within 2 years with Cooper Flag.
You already have the jersey edit on your phone.
Yes.
So honestly, it's happening. You already
It
have
has to happen. It has to happen. If it doesn't happen, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Let's see
He's
what
a
else is
Sixer.
going
I can't. won't be able to wake
Anything
up.
else in the NBA I'm thinking we should cover here? Any other teams sticking out to you that's kind of confusing right now?
Honestly, I think that Golden State is a very good team, and they've shot up. They've won 4 games in a row now. Jimmy Butler has just been unbelievable for the Golden State Warriors. He's been unbelievable.
Is that Warriors team a team that's going to get out of the play-in and maybe knock the Lakers, Clippers, or Rockets out?
I think it would be tough for them to get out of the play-in, but they will. I don't think the Lakers are going to drop. The Lakers are going to finish at 2, I think, in the West.
So you're saying they'll switch with the Clippers or Rockets? Because you still got the Timberwolves in there.
Yeah, the Rockets are just so I don't understand how they're winning games that they are. They're coached by Udoka, who's just a great head coach, and I think that's the reason why they have so much success. Is Udoka is just a great coach. Obviously
he was the Celtics guy.
Yep, and then he had a scandal with sleeping with someone.
Yep, then he had that scandal.
Yep.
Other than that, I mean,
I need some answers on Pelicans limiting Zion minutes despite weighing less than when he got drafted. Wow. Injuries. Zion is just injury ridden. He's done, and I don't think it's fair. Nate, would you call Zion Williamson a bust at this point in his career? Look,
okay.
I'm a Zion guy. I have a Zion Funko right here.
Okay. I'm gonna say this about Zion.
Okay.
I've had to talk to my uncle about this because we're both casual NBA guys, but like we were really hyped for the Zion draft because he's like the most hyped up draft prospect before Wemby. If you think about it like that, everyone was all pro Zion. This was supposed to be the next big thing, the next version of a LeBron, this power guy from Duke, a top basketball program. Zion gets drafted, and how many full seasons has he played? Because his problem is like his injuries, right?
Yeah,
conditioning. Like, has he played a full NBA season? Like, I don't think that's ever happened. I mean, that's rare in today's sport.
Yeah, no player will anymore ever. It will not happen.
Like, I get what Nevin's saying. Not a bust, but didn't live up to the hype by any means.
Yeah.
Like, what is he at? I'm gonna go to his reference page really quick because I'm actually kind of curious about this. What are his like career numbers? I'll pull it up for a second. Because this is a good question. Because I was thinking about this with the whole thing with Luka coming out saying the Mavericks saying he's not conditioned well enough. Let's see here. I'm gonna zoom this in. Get rid of these ads. Okay. Share here. Okay. This is Zion Williamson's career. If you can, there you go.
Huh.
Those are his career numbers. I mean, he's still averaging 24.6 a game, but like
games. I mean, dude, come on. Yeah, he does well. I mean, he's a star. Game. He just doesn't play enough.
Here, look at his game numbers. Rookie year, 24 games. 2020, 21, because I mean it's COVID or whatever. 61. Did not play in 21, 22.
Out the whole year.
All-star here, 29 games. 70 games. This is the most he played last season. Yeah. This year he's at 21. Out of how many games have they played already?
Halfway through, like 40 some.
So he's a 2-time All-Star, but he's only hit over 60 games twice in 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons of playing. The 6th year he lost. So is Zion like? I don't know if he's a bust.
I don't think we can call him a bust. You're right, but
no.
Again, he just didn't live up to his hype. Sad.
Did that just say compare? Compare him to Michael Jordan, LeBron.
Yeah, compare him to LeBron real quick.
You want me to compare him to LeBron?
Yeah.
Where is this? There we go.
Yeah. See, LeBron's
Hey.
the GOAT, dude.
Yo, look at that field goal percentage right there.
Yeah.
Whatever field goal percentage. Yeah, look at this.
Look,
2 All-Stars for Zion. He's almost there.
almost at 21, the most ever.
He is almost there. But no, like, I don't know. Zion is in a weird situation for me because I'm looking at, like, oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're gonna stop scaring. No free advertisements. But yeah, I don't know.
They're showing TJ Watt. Or they're showing TJ Watt on the
Oh yeah, we don't get another copyright
on the draft. Yeah, we can't.
Nevin says confirmed GOAT.
LeBron is, yeah.
Oh goodness, what else is there? I mean, like Zion,
There's nothing. We're cooked.
We are cooked. This is a cooked time for the sports world. This is the most empty time. It's just spring training. Nothing really exciting in MLB spring training. There's not really any news.
There's college basketball, but I'll tell you what.
March Madness is coming up.
Excited to see what goes on with March Madness, the top 25. Let's take a look at the top 25 right now.
I think the Atlantic Sun tournament starts this week.
Do you have a early prediction for your March Madness winner?
Like who I think is going to win March Madness?
Yeah.
Let me pull up the listen, NHL. My Penguins suck, so like I haven't really been enticed to talk about the NHL. No offense.
I could care less.
And I watched the Four Nations. Let's see here. NCAA. I'm gonna look at the top 25 here because I'm thinking it will be in the top 25. Let's see here. I look at why is it doing it all conference? No, I want the rankings. Okay, AP rankings. Auburn's pretty decent.
Very good.
I've been seeing people like St. John's.
Yeah, St. John's is amazing this year with Patino.
Did they play anyone good though? Or are they just playing their?
I mean, no, you can say the same thing about like Gonzaga. They never played people that are good, and they're always good, but they do choke.
St. John's, not to cut you off, lost to 13 Baylor by 1, lost by 3 to unranked Georgia, and lost to Creighton by 1. So, and Villanova, they lost by Villanova by 2.
Who do you got to win it? March Madness.
Well, I need to see the bracket first when it gets released, but if I'm looking at it right now,
prediction?
I'm just looking at a random team I think that's really decent for some reason. Who could be a random bracket buster type of thing? Let's go with random Tennessee. I don't know.
Wow.
Number 5 in the country.
Crazy.
I'm gonna see the bracket and go.
I'm so basic, but I gotta go with Duke. Duke is
Cooper Flag.
Yeah, I love
Future Raptor.
Future Raptor, Cooper Flag. But honestly, I think St. John's could go the distance.
I've been seeing like this is so random to see like St. John's and these like it's like every year it's like Marquette, St. John's, St. Mary's, these random like non like Power 5 schools and football wise, but like these random basketball programs go off. I just know I saw a TikTok, the Atlantic Sun tournament is starting. So we are going to get a confirmed team in March Madness. It is either Lipscomb, North Alabama, Florida Gulf Coast, Jacksonville, Eastern Kentucky. One of those teams, or Queens, those are the favorites, appears, are going to be in March Madness probably as a 16 seed and probably get whooped by Auburn. That's how it's going to roll. Nevin really likes the Bama team. You know anything about the Bama team?
Real Tide. Nevin's a Bama guy.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I don't really got nothing else unless something crazy happens at the combine we can talk about on Tuesday. Any other sports?
Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing.
When did the brackets officially drop? Because we're going to do that live.
Selection Sunday. That's after championship weekend. That will be like March 18th, around then.
March 18th. We're filling out a bracket. Final whistles, March Madness bracket. But that's all I got. That's all for me. Anything
that's it. Honestly, yeah, we don't have much to cover, but we BS for long enough. We won't waste anyone else's time anymore. That'll do it for today's episode. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time.